It's damn good. It's damn good. It's damn good time. It's a damn good time.
Podcast.
It's a damn good time.
Have a damn good time.
Yeah. That was unscripted, too.
Hey.
Look at us fucking flowing, baby. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer,
I'm Cody Adams.
and this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Hit him with it.
Couple da-da-das. Couple of them in there.
Sometimes I don't even know where I go with those.
He's feeling silly.
maybe
It's
I-
fine.
Maybe you gotta do one sometime.
Yeah, yeah.
We gotta mix it up.
Hey, you know what? Everybody out there, we're listening to us in your car, on a plane, walking the
Train.
dog, or if you're watching us live right now, just holler out a couple ratatas.
Do it right in the middle wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then make sure you go point at somebody and go hit him with it.
Hit him with it. Yeah. Just walking through the airport with your headphones on, just like, hit him with it.
And I bet that guy will be so happy. Or girl.
And he'll be like,
Or
oh, you're listening to Damn Good Time Podcast, aren't you?
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, I am. Of course I'm a fan. Who isn't?
that would be amazing. It's that big and like
Oh
you
my
walk
God.
through the airport and you hear hit him with it, or hit him with it. And I'd be like, oh, we made it. We made it. We made it.
Dude.
And then I find out just somebody I already know. Shit, we never made it. We never made it.
You know,
I'm 67. Wow. What?
I know we've talked about like, that'd be cool if this got big, or fuck even if we got like a paycheck. But what do you think you could handle stardom?
Whew, that's a good question.
Because I mean, like, and I don't know. I mean, pipe dreams start somewhere. You know, big dreams start somewhere, and
Right,
ours started
right.
somewhere. It started in the basement behind a bar, of us just thinking we could bullshit and maybe people would listen. So
Yeah.
far, some people listen, and we're thankful to the people that are continuous, constant listeners. But we also kind of figured it'd be a little bit bigger than this at this point. But say all of a sudden, like, we just blow the fuck up.
Right. And like 500,000 people know who you are everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And
And I
I
just-
mean, I guess to a certain point, because like, being in the restaurant industry, you tend to get to know a lot of people.
Well, literally everybody on the lake we hang out on fucking knows you.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. So it's like one of those things where you meet a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
I don't know them all personally well. You know,
Right.
I've gotten to know some of them and things shit like that happen. But like, it would be weird if everybody was like, "Oh man, yeah, your podcast is the best." I'm like, "Oh, man." Like it's weird right now when somebody like says it to me. They're like, "Oh, that last episode you did was
Yeah.
like really funny," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
shit, dude,
like
thanks.
I'm
You're
like,
a fucking listener. That's
because I
awesome.
don't bring it like I hardly bring up that I do a podcast. Like,
Yeah. I definitely don't bring it up to strangers. That's
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm not like, "Oh yeah, I do a podcast too," because it's like, oh, the next question would be like, "Oh, you do? Is it big, or is it like they want to know more about it?" And then
Right,
it's like,
right.
"What do you do?" Well, me and my best friend just bullshit. like, it's like, how do you explain it?
Yeah. We just fuck around in the basement and talk on a microphone.
Yeah. But yeah, can I handle it? Yeah, I think until it got weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a certain level where it get weird.
Well, at
but
that certain level that's got weird, you're getting paid enough that
you don't
you
go in
know.
public anymore.
yeah. Or at least like
Unless you're with a bunch of rich people.
Right.
No, I mean, I don't know. But
or I always wondered too, like, since I travel all the time and I'm in airports and shit, like, oh, I wonder, like, I was just in Austin and there's so many big names that moved from LA to Austin and shit, and I was wondering, like, oh, I wonder if I'll see them at the airport. I'm like, no, they're sitting in the fucking lounge, dude. Like, they're on first class, which I won't be able to see them there because
Right.
I'm not riding first class. And they're sitting in that fucking lounge till boarding, so I won't be able to see them there. Like,
right.
but yeah, I was, I don't know. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a rock star, so I feel like I'm built for it. I love attention. So if I just happened to be walking through the airport and somebody's like, "Oh my God, are you Steve Schaefer?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, dude, I love your podcast. I'm like, I would get such a huge fucking hard on for that shit.
You're like, yes!
Yeah,
Finally.
yeah, 100%.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
I already know you. Never mind.
Like, you want an autograph? I got stickers, dude. Come on, let's go. Like, what's up?
Yeah, I mean,
Can I buy you a drink at the bar? Like,
I think there's a certain point where it would be really cool,
yeah,
and it'd be like a rush and a high.
yeah.
But then after a certain point, when they're like sitting out front of your house or like stalking you,
Wow.
or like, look what these guys did out on Atwood Lake.
I do believe when you hit that status where they're stalking you and stuff, you're making enough money that you can very privatize your life pretty easily. You know,
right, for sure. But yeah,
you know, like
yeah,
yeah, I got that mansion with the walls around
yeah,
it and
you
shit.
know.
I don't know. I feel like I'd embrace that man of the people thing there at first, though. Like, oh fuck yeah! Hey, guess what? I'd tweet out like I'm hanging out in downtown Philly. Come, I'll buy you a drink. That's one thing that Bert Kreischer always did. I don't think he does it so much anymore. But after shows, when he'd get done doing his stand-up routine, he'd be like, "Hey, we heard that this is the hot bar in this city. Meet me there." And then like 1,000 people would show up to this fucking bar, and he'd buy everybody drinks and shit, and like try his best to bullshit with everyone and stuff.
Hey,
So
you know,
I feel
you
like
spend
I'd
a
do
good
that.
commerce to the bar too.
I'd
you
do,
know?
yeah, dude. I would do that for a minute for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, it'd be, hitting up all the normal old haunts and be like, hey, let me bring a lot of business to your bar. I'm going to come in
Yeah.
here too. Just set me up a VIP table.
We going to the Broadway Brew House tonight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then you hire a couple of your boys as security. It's it's a pipe dream.
Right,
But
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
there. We'll get there.
Maybe not. Which brings up one topic that we want to talk about is we feel like one step on the road to success or road to actually, strengthening our brand of this podcast is
Getting more listeners.
getting more listeners. And by that, we needed more clips.
Yeah.
One thing that has gotten boring to me, the whole part of all of this that we do, the one part has gotten boring to me is editing shit out. And so I'll edit out the episode, which most people seem to be watching the live restream that's on our YouTube page and shit.
Yeah.
But I do condense down the front and the back, and if we take a break in the middle, I'll cut that out and then air like an episode. And then that's the extent of the editing I do. I don't go back through and listen and try to find
We're terrible about that.
try to find funny points or hot spots and make clips to put them on like the YouTube
Hey,
shorts.
we got families. We work full-time jobs. It's rough to want to like get motivated
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
a lot else,
yeah.
But yeah.
It would be different if I knew exactly where to go. It'd be easy, like, oh, edit that out, put it in, edit that out, put it
Maybe
in.
if I was sitting here with a button and I pushed it,
Yeah.
and then like, oh, okay, and remember to go back that 20
Yeah.
seconds. That was hilarious. But then,
But part of us riffing is not figuring out what we're saying is
yeah, but we
key
don't even know
points.
if it's funny. We don't even know it's
Yeah.
funny. We need to listen back to it, but we're both terrible at that. So.
And I don't want to sit there and listen to myself talk for an hour and a half or an hour or however long the episode is.
Right.
So I recently got TikTok started showing me ads for this thing called Opus Clip. This is not a paid advertisement or anything. I'm just bringing it up because it's the first one that came up on my shit. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more of them.
AI's taking over the world, anyways.
Powered by AI. Simply, we have a 7-day free trial to it right now. We just signed up today, and we uploaded our last episode into it, and it gave us 26 clips of highlights, and it even graded them, which I think is crazy. I'll share the screen right now.
Just a quick shout out while Steve's transitioning this. Corey Hott's in the live stream. He's
Yo,
saying,
what up,
Steve,
Corey Hott?
we definitely talked to this Kyle's wedding. So
Yeah,
this is
yeah, we
where-
totally did. We totally did. And Corey, we talked too about getting you on the show sometime. So you
Yeah.
got to hit us up. We got to figure out sometime we can schedule that out.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause Corey's a Twitch streamer and shit.
Yeah.
And cool dude. Really, I had a great time hanging out with him at that wedding. That was a dope fucking wedding too, by the way.
Yeah.
If you go a few episodes back, you'll probably hear me ramble on about it a lot.
Yeah, it's like
but-
I missed it, but
Yeah, it's
a lot going on. So
yeah. But so yeah, this website's called Opus Clip. I literally just dropped our YouTube link to our last episode in here, and like I said, it gave us 26 clips, and it grades them all.
I'm excited.
And so the first one, the title of it is the world ending? Exploring the fear of EMPs and grid collapse. So we're going to play this. This is the first time we're watching it.
Yeah.
And it'll be the first time you guys are watching it too. And I want to see how well it actually edits this shit out and see
Yeah.
if it's worth, because you can buy a Premiere subscription or whatever, but this is just a free trial shit right now. So this is that first clip. We got a score of 99 out of 100 on it. So here we go. Well, and there's a fucking internet meme. It's like when you become a middle-aged white dude, you get into. I forget what the third thing was. It's like three things. World War II, smoking meats, or blank, and I forget the third thing was. And I want to mess with. So what do you get in World War II now? Like old military documentaries.
Looking for World War III.
So I guess he gave up on smoking things. He's going to start watching World War II documentaries.
Speaking of which, I was going to ask you this question.
Yeah, what's up?
Because right now, I mean, we'll make this a damn good thing. Everybody's freaking out about like EMPs happening.
Yeah.
The grid going down.
We don't worry about that for about
a while. I mean, is this just because we're getting older? Like, does every generation worry about this?
Well, there's a fucking internet meme that's like, become a middle-aged white.
So that's, I mean, I thought it would start after I said that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of surprising it started before it, but I kind of like where they got.
That one wasn't too bad. It wasn't super funny, but I mean, I guess if
I like that
it kind of gives it just the bullshit we talk about on the show.
Yeah, I like that the subtitles are there and everything's like, boom, out there. A market ploy or a fear-driven arms race. What?
This is clip number 2. And this is even funny because we never play our episodes. I never listen to them back, so sometimes I forget what the fuck we talk about even. Right. So here we go. Here's clip number 2. And then, like the Cold War.
You know what I mean?
Politicians are all corrupt.
Like, I feel like that's
Look at the fucking Cold War. I mean, I guess I'm probably giving it less credit than it's due. But it was just fear of war. That's all it was.
Yeah.
It was just a fucking arms race of like, we should have more. What's going on out there? They're pitching these people. We're pitching. We're going to war. We're not actually in war.
It's the media hype, right? I don't know.
They're controlling you by fear.
Controlling you by fear. We should buy more shit. Keep buying shit. Don't slow down.
It is a big marketing play, I guess.
The thought did cross my mind.
Think about our grandparents. They get a car, they get a house, they have a job, they're happy. They can keep their kids fed. That's it. They don't want much more.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I never asked my grandpa like, do you want to roll? And then, I mean, fuck.
Do you want to roll? The Colt? Got it right there. I mean, not bad. I mean,
I feel like so far, because we did listen to the very last 2 at the bottom, we had bad grade scales on, and one of them was a lot fun. But I don't know if this understands that we're looking for the comedy ploy of things.
Yeah, I feel like those, because like you said, before we started this, we did listen to the bottom 2.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was cutting out like in a weird section where it thought we were starting a topic, but it was really we were bantering on another topic that kind of led us to that topic that kind of went to another. So that's not like the best, but hey, it's
we put them out there, and if we get hits and we get viewers because of it, who cares? If we find out all of our dumb conspiracy things like that start getting more hits, we'll talk more about that. All fucking
look, get it. Then they'll watch the show and be like, these guys don't give a shit at all.
He's talking about how he shaved his balls today, and they feel funny.
Exactly. Like
this has nothing to do with the Cold War.
I don't know if that's gonna get anywhere.
And then so I talked about Austin because I traveled there. So this one is a clip about discover the best food and bars in Austin, unforgettable eats and hipster hangouts.
The streets closed off. You can walk up and down it. You can have drinks. There's bars up and down it.
Yeah.
But you can cut off to back streets, and then there's like container bar. There's like all these other hipster bar type situations going on there too. All these cool food places.
Lots of microbreweries.
It was Austin's pretty cool. It's a cool place.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was there, I did not get any Texas barbecue. I was trying to, but it was like we just didn't have time. But I ate some Mexican food down there too. That was bang.
Yeah,
like I had my best carne asada.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'll do the carne asada, and they brought it out. And I ate it. I'm like, what the hell? What did you season this? The waitress came back. I'm like, can you ask what the seasoning is? She's like, I don't know what you mean. And I'm like. All right. And my wife's like, shut up.
Yeah.
The streets closed off. You can walk up and down it. You can have drinks. There's bars. That's kind of my take on that. I always got feedback that it was echoing back through, so I just wanted to make sure that we weren't. So that's why I pushed the mics
Right,
out.
yeah.
But I don't know.
Well,
if
and then if we're listening to clips from the internet browser, it probably shouldn't hear me breathing.
oh man, that's tight. Yeah, no, I mean it's putting out some good clips.
Yeah. I want to do one more, but I want to go through the next like 3 titles and see.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, maybe for our listeners, we'll kind of read them off and then just go from that. But
Yeah, I've been reading the titles off too before we play 'em.
Yeah.
So this one's Splurging in Uncertain Times. Is it worth it? Could be interesting. Exploring the dark history of Waco, unveiling the brutal truth of Branch Davidians. This clip is The Truth About Robots. Will they take over the world?
Oh my god.
And then this will be the last one that we'll choose from. Exploring the dark side of horror movies, blood, gore, and psychological thrillers.
Yeah, my picture on that one is fucking blow that up real quick in case anybody.
I don't know how to go full screen on that.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. But it's hilarious. I'm like picking at my lip. Why am I always touching my face when I do this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just realized that I touch my face all
Nervous
the
tick,
time.
maybe.
Maybe.
I get nervous and I'm always. That's why I keep a lot of water on hand instead of beers, because I used to just like slam beers because when I get nervous I drink.
Yeah.
So that's why I do water now, or else I get hammered. You know.
Yeah.
So you want to hear the horror stories one? Excuse me. The robots one.
I want to hear the robots one.
Robots
100%.
one. Okay.
100%.
Like I said, and this is a minute and a half long. It's a little bit longer than the others. The truth about robots. Will they take over the world? Here we go.
All right. We're putting our brain in the robots. And then the next thing we know, it's like,
That actually would be what happens with an EMP. If the robots get too much power, then we will, as a resistance, will figure out a way to hit the EMP.
It's the Matrix.
The Matrix.
Wipe
101.
to wipe out wipe out the robot forces, and then we become homesteader farmers again.
This is a damn good time podcast. Conspiracy theory hour.
Let's move off of this.
I think we're keeping it general.
It's comedic and it's fun.
I think everybody kind of thinks this way. It goes back and forth in your head. And that's just kind of what I'm trying to go into.
Some more than others, and others less than others.
I don't dive hard either way. I try not to dive. Like I don't think nothing's gonna happen.
I do think it's weird that some people romanticize the idea about it.
That's what I was trying to say with zombies.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the zombie fact because it's like I just run around blowing people's heads off. I'm like, that'll get old eventually.
Well, and the thing is, if you want to live that way, go out into the fucking desert, build a cabin, and live that way. Like if that's really your shtick, if you're romanticizing this whole post-apocalyptic world where there's no technology, you can literally do that right now. You can do that right now. You don't have to mold into society.
All right, we're putting our brain in the robot. We're putting our brain in the robots. Yeah, it's just like I don't even know what the fuck that was.
So, I mean, those aren't too bad. I'm going to go out and say those aren't too bad. Like I said, we just started the free trial.
Yeah, but it caught it at weird times because, we just put our brain in the robots and then it's fine. And then you're that's when the EMP happens. It's like none of that dialect made any sense. And then I think most of it didn't make any sense anyways. But
surprisingly enough, it did kind of clip out the highlights.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then
we don't know.
And whenever I upload this episode, it's going to clip out one of Opus 1 is awesome.
Oh, man.
Or Opus Clip, not Opus 1, whatever the fuck that thing's
Right.
Like I said, we're not getting paid, so I don't want to give them too much credit or whatever. Unless you want to pay us, then you're the best in the world.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Actually, the bottom ones we listened to were actually probably
Let's do one more. Let's do
pretty
one more.
decent compared to
The very bottom one was a short 15-second blurb that really didn't have too much weight to it, but then the next one, this one was kind of funny, I think. I remember we chuckled at this one when we watched it. For those listening, it's called Behind the Scenes, Unveiling the Secrets of Movie Filming. gray jacket that has my work logo on it with my phone up videotaping it.
Like get close up on that guy.
Yeah, before that video, like where those two dudes were walking up the sidewalk, I walked all the way up there,
Yeah.
and they had done a couple takes. I'm like, what's going on up here? And then I was like, I shouldn't be here. But I was sitting there thinking, like, maybe that should have been. Because I always tell people,
They just keep going back and forth on that same crossing too.
yeah. It's like, all right, you hear somebody going, okay, recording on three. And action, and then they go, and like cut, reset, and then everybody goes back to where they were.
Do they walk backwards when they do it?
No, they
turn around and go back.
They go back.
I was an actor. I'd walk backwards.
Like
I'm rewinding. You know where all the cameras are.
You can see, that's what we giggled at was the very end when we did the Ace Ventura stick of the.
Yeah.
Let's see that in instant replay.
That's because when you were in Austin, you saw them filming a scene for something.
For an Usher music video, yeah.
And you're almost a part of it.
Yeah.
Should have been a part of it.
I should have been. I should have walked up and like, yo, look, I can dance.
But yeah, I mean, that's what AI can do for you. That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
So look forward to, if you follow us on any of our socials, we're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I will be posting all of those, every single one of those 26 clips, whether I preview them or not. I just want to throw them out there. And just because you see them doesn't mean you have to like them. Truly like the ones that you think that did a good job on.
Yeah.
So that way we get kind of true feedback on whether that thing works or not.
Yeah.
So far, it does a better job than I do at making clips. So far.
150%.
Yeah. I've only ever made 2 clips.
Yeah.
And they were way, way back in the early dages. Early stages.
Dages.
I wanted to say early days and stages. Early dages, you
Put
know?
them together. That's fun.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, your TikTok's going to be gone soon anyways. Just like
yeah.
I was talking to my buddy that plays, I play video games with, that lives in Texas. And he's like, well, I don't have YouPorn anymore. I said, what? He's like, yeah, Texas just passed a law. They don't have YouPorn.
Really?
Is it TikTok or something too else? I don't know if they lost TikTok yet. But no, they 100% don't have YouPorn anymore.
Is it just YouPorn or are there other ones?
I don't know, because I think YouPorn can branch off of other divisions of it. But
because that's my go-to.
But they don't have YouPorn anymore because they want age verification now.
Okay.
On YouPorn.
Yep.
In the state of Texas, and they're like, YouPorn's like, we're not going to do that. I saw another article where it's like they sent a letter that was like, no, this is like your amendments and blah blah blah, and like very like American letter. They sent out like, we're not going to make you guys do this and blah blah blah, yada yada, and it's like,
so when I traveled to Louisiana, they've got a system in play where, I mean, I guess unless you have a VPN showing that you put yourself in a different location or whatever, if you try to bring up a porn site in Louisiana, you have to do an identification age verification. So you have to go through their website and upload your driver's license information or, ID card information to verify that you're old enough, and then you use that verification token to be able to log into porn sites. And when I was in Texas, they didn't have that, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's still new. Maybe it's something like that.
I don't know, but from what my buddy told me, he's like, yeah, YouPorn's gone. I'm like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But
and now they're voting. Now they're voting to get rid of TikTok.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And that's not even porn.
I mean, you can Google that. I don't know if they did get rid of TikTok already there, but I doubt it.
TikTok still. It made it through like the House or something.
Oh yeah, I don't think it was that. It was 2 sites. I remember he told me, but YouPorn was the biggest one of them. He's like, I can't. Apparently, I can't watch YouPorn anymore. He's like, but all these girls can make, or OnlyFans still exists though, so we can just go pay money for a porn apparently. And I'm like, well, that sucks. I'm like, but there's 15 other 1,000 sites, I'm sure,
right,
that you can get viruses on.
Well, I have heard that it's weird with a lot of like the YouPorn, Pornhub, those ones that they almost like pull clips or they mass blast them out, and like people don't get as much money as like back in the day when they would sell DVDs or sell hard copies of stuff, and so it's kind of diminished the industry a little bit. They're like, well, how? They're still making billions of fucking dollars.
Right.
How does that diminish it? I think it might diminish like the grassroots kind of movement of it, and not necessarily the big corporations that have their hands in it. You know,
There's some old guy that has stock in DVD.
yeah. Like,
In Congress, he's like, we got to bring back DVDs. And they're like,
I remember when I'd get a Playboy, and
sir, that's done. It's only streaming services now. He's like, fuck that.
the last time you looked at a porno mag?
Do they exist?
If you wrote,
Do they even exist anymore?
if you wrote Beastie Boys again instead of that line, and my mom threw away my best porno mag, fight for your right to party. Is that like, so nowadays it'd be like, and my mom blocked me off from my best porno site, like.
But I mean, yeah, it'd be like she put age restriction on
And
you.
my mom shut off the Wi-Fi so I can't watch porn. You gotta fight for your rights.
Like, what would that even be? I don't even know. How do you stop porn from coming into your life?
Parental blocks and shit on their phones now.
Sure, but
Because the cool thing is like at least my kids don't have to. I don't have to worry about my kids picking up any of my porno mags because I don't have any. But I could easily get onto their phone and put on parental blocks and shit.
right.
But I guess so that would be the tag. Is like my mom blocked me from my best porno site. You gotta fight
Yeah.
for your right to Wi-Fi. Because through my router app and shit, I can go through and turn off just individual things. So if my kids piss me off, like, you know what?
Bam.
Switch is done. Xbox off. Phones off. Oh, you think you're going to be smart and go watch TV in the living room? No. I'm turning that TV off of Wi-Fi too. Fuck you. You're grounded.
I mean, when I was a kid, I took apart my mom's or my stepdad's. They had like a fitness magazine,
Yeah.
and it had a bunch of girls in bikinis.
Yeah.
And that was all like thongs and like
Yeah.
some hard bodies, but
That was
like
enough, dude.
some good bodies too.
Yeah.
But I took that apart, and then I'd pull the drawer out of the bottom, and I cut my pages out. I slid them under.
We always got
We
the
had to get
Sears catalog.
diabolical with that shit.
We always got the Sears catalog, and it started with like home goods and furniture. And then there was a lingerie section, and then it was toys. So I'm like, hey, look at these girls in lingerie. And I'm like, I want those Hot Wheels. Those girls in Hot Wheels, dude?
Yeah.
Like it was dope.
Oh yeah, the JCPenney catalog.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Sears,
That was
JCPenney,
nice.
like that lingerie section. That's all I needed back then.
Yeah. We had a lot of.
Now, and that's
We barely had any stimuli
and
growing
that's
up.
and that goes to show you for sure that the
We had
more
Baywatch on TV though. Bam.
the more you're submerged into it, the weirder shit you need. Because now, like,
Yeah, that's
dude,
true.
I'd be hard pressed
That's true.
to complete to fucking the Sears lingerie section.
I mean,
Probably still could.
come on.
I got a pretty good imagination.
But we grew up doing that.
Yeah.
But if somebody grew up
Yeah.
with way weirder shit, then no, they're in a different place.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have good internet for a long time, so
Yeah, me neither.
and then I didn't have a cell phone until, which obviously our phones back then when I even first got a phone couldn't do that. But now it's like these kids are in the digital age, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? Here's all this information, knowledge. You can learn 16 languages, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's easier to access than any of that? Porn.
Dude, we were just talking about it like probably 20 episodes ago. There was that one video on YouTube of the dude shaving his asshole, so you could see a straight up butthole and balls hanging on YouTube, but it was instructional. You know,
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't count as full porn because there's no penetration or whatever, but still, you can see butthole and balls nudity on YouTube because it's instructional, and it was showing you how to nair your asshole. As if that's pertinent information that you need to know that you need instructions on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So does that
I
mean
mean-
like I could work on a car and be like, here's where your fuel injector is, and I point at it with my dick?
I mean, I have my toddlers now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I have my toddlers now. This is a weird intersection. Sorry.
Yeah. Speaking of buttholes, I've got toddlers.
I'm bringing this in because I'm going to bring up Miss Rachel. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's all the rage for my kids, at
Yep.
least. Or was, we kind of cut her out of our lives. But then as soon as Miss Rachel came around, then like I got my neighbor sending me pictures of her wearing like her Halloween outfit with her nipple bars because she's got her nipples pierced.
She had her nips pierced. I saw that video.
And they're like, oh, Miss Rachel's so wholesome. Look at these nipples. I'm like, no, Miss Rachel's probably a freak. That's why she's going with kids. She's calm. She's nice. She's easy. She's going. She's probably a freak in the sack.
Probably.
I'm like, who cares? But it became like it blew up on social media.
They're
it just
actors.
does.
They're all actors. You
No,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, nobody can act like that all the time.
I mean, I do. I will say, I feel like I'm pretty genuine on this show until like we have 5 million subscribers, and I'm like, nobody can sit there and tell me you.
I'll have a little taser.
Yeah, nobody can sit there and tell me that you won't change whenever there's more people watching you.
Yeah, but
You
she
know?
probably already had those nipples pierced.
Oh, yeah.
she's probably had it for years,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
But she's acting wholesome.
Yeah.
She's being a good actor. You know.
but she can be a great, wonderful person and still be a freak in the sack. Or maybe she just likes her nipples pierced. I don't know.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know why that makes her good at sex either. By the way,
If anything, she knew what the fuck she was doing because she knew that. Because I've never seen any episode of Miss Rachel. Right? Never seen it. My kids were past, or they were before Miss Rachel. They watched some dude in
they were
suspenders.
way after that. Yeah,
Yeah, they watched some dude wearing suspenders called Blippy that did, boop, 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 did I don't know.
Pops up. I hate that guy.
I didn't really watch him either. I didn't really, to be honest, he could be like, reading the Communist Manifesto or some shit. Because I didn't fucking watch it, right? You know what I mean? I didn't fucking watch it.
Yeah.
And I never gave a fuck about Miss Rachel till the guys at work were like, oh, I got a kid, and I saw that Miss Rachel's nipples were pierced. I'm like, what? Let me see this.
Right.
Now all of a sudden I'm interested. Hey boys, yeah, let's all gather around the TV and watch some Miss Rachel for a little bit, huh? Why don't we? I'm like,
5
Dad, we're
seconds?
too old for that. Like, okay, I'll watch it.
Kids.
I'll watch it by myself, and just staring at her boobies the whole time. just waiting to see, like, oh, there it is.
Oh man. Glad I brought that up. No, but yeah, it's just funny because that's like that became a hot topic. But that's always, I mean, sex sells. It's always sold.
And fucking people are people, and people are weird, man.
It used to be like, you go back. What year is this? 2023.
We're in 4 now, Bubby.
I used to be like,
You're a year behind.
2024. It used to go. You go back 50 years ago, and God damn it, you wouldn't see any of that. Maybe you get a Playboy at the store.
Yeah.
And we made a joke about that today when I was walking down the steps because I yelled down at you and I said, "Put your porno mag down," because your kids are out of the house, your wife's working.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny when I was walking
I'm
down.
home
to be
solo.
Like, put your porno mag down. And they're like, I thought you said, oh, damn, I just dropped my porno mag. I'm like,
I thought you said porno down. I'm like, what? Like you dropped it? Like, what are you doing? You're dropping
like-
porno down the stairs?
I'm like, who's going to porno mag anyways
Yeah.
nowadays? But I can still remember when I did. But now I don't. I mean, the sales of those got to be absolute zero.
Well, I think too, like when you look back at shit too, like this, I feel like the sexual enlightenment move is hitting harder nowadays than it, because like you think back in the 70s, the free love, the that whole age of like free sex, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then they gave us like the scare of like, no, there's repercussions, STDs, blah blah blah, all this, all that, and it's like, well, now we have cures for a lot of that stuff, and there's abortion, so more free sex. Like,
Yeah, well.
But it's just crazy when you look at different times, like back during the witch hunt, like, when they used to burn women for being promiscuous.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you are in tune with your sexuality? You must be a fucking witch. You know what I mean? Like, burner.
Yeah. She was just having a drink at the bar,
and they had too many
Where she's
fucking.
not supposed to be, and some guy comes up and hits on her, and he's like, I'm not interested. He's like, witch! Witch!
You're a
She just seduced me.
Burn this bitch.
Yeah.
She tried to touch mine penis. She must be a witch.
Good day, governor.
Oh, good day.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa. Where are we at?
I don't know. We just we talked clips. We talked
Porn.
sexuality. Maybe we should move off the porn thing.
Yeah, let's get off that.
So, but anyway, I was in the Sin City this week.
You were, though. Yeah.
So let's get off of sex and let's talk about how I was in the capital of sex.
I'm trying to get back there soon, too.
Well, it's pretty uneventful. I had to work too much, and I had an early flight when I left out, so I lost $120, gave up on gambling. But the highlight, we're moving off of sex here, but the highlight was I was sitting in a hot tub by myself, and then there's a college track and field team that was staying at the hotel that were at a training camp, and these 4 very young, very gorgeous girls. Well, not very young. They were like, their 20s. That's still very young to me because I'm 40 years old. Came in and got in the hot tub
Pretty young,
too.
yeah.
So they came in and got in the hot tub too, and that was like the highlight of my weekend. And I didn't even talk to him or nothing. Like, I was like, nope, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. just sit there, keep your hands above water. Just play on your fucking phone, dude. Just play on your phone, and then mirrored glasses save lives too. So
That's good.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Good on you.
Yeah, but I wasn't a creepy weirdo. And then speaking of creepy weirdos, then on the flight, so I hit LA to Atlanta, and then the flight from Atlanta to Cleveland. There's a very drunk guy. I was window. There's a middle person, and then the very drunk guy on the aisle was like starting to be a little weird with the stewardess. She was very attractive as well. And then he even like called her blondie and shit. And she's like, "I have a name, thank you." And he's like, "Well, I haven't got to meet you yet. What's your name?" And she was like, so totally like this guy just needed to get a fucking clue. Like that's the one thing, and that's why I say like, I didn't even talk to these girls. I don't talk to people. Because I don't want to be that guy that's like, "Hey man, get a fucking clue. Nobody wants to talk to you right now."
Right.
Never want to be that asshole at all. That guy was being that guy.
But you weren't as drunk as he was.
Yeah, true.
Like he's probably way over the edge.
Yeah.
But he's probably an asshole too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I get friendlier when I'm drunk, but I'm not like he was being a little weird.
yeah.
A little too. At that point, if I was saying something and somebody's like, "Yeah, no, I'm not interested," give you the obvious tell that like, I'd be like, "Okay, cool."
Did you get to, so did you stay on the strip or did you stay?
So
off?
I stayed on the south side of the strip, just like a little bit off. There's a Holiday Inn Express down there. Probably been like a 10-minute walk to the strip.
Yeah.
Like right there where Excalibur is, and
Gotcha.
what's the other Tropicana right there at the bottom. And then, but the brand new stadium was right across the road from me, and I forgot to take pictures of that. But that thing is insane.
You got to see the big ball.
Oh, I got to see the sphere. I got to see the sphere. I walked over to it. There's a huge line to like get even around it. So I stayed on the other side of the street and just looked at it from there. That thing's impressive.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude.
That's crazy.
So I saw the sphere, and then the new, like I said, that new stadium is fucking sick. And then I don't know. The last time I was out there was for your wedding. They were building that Hilton, the big red one on the north end. They were still building that one, so I got to see that one completed. That one's fucking huge too. Like that one's huge and impressive. But I walked the whole strip. I did 8 miles, walking all the way up and then all the way down. Did the whole thing on both. I did one side up and one side down, and made like a big loop. And
yeah, I don't think people know how long that is. It's long. It takes
apparently 4 miles long because it was 8 going down and back. So
nice. Yeah. Because I did it once. I was like, we count back. I'm like,
yeah,
I ain't go back to the room and like rest. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is
no.
long.
That's either got to be your only plan.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, we'll go and gamble at every single hotel. That'll take you fucking 2
can't
days.
do it. You
Depending
can't
on
do
how
it.
long you want to gamble
Yeah.
and how much you're drinking, you're doing it. You can't,
No shot. No shot. Yeah, if you've never been to Vegas before and you expect to go like do the whole strip, it's impossible.
Because even when I got to the north side, I didn't even go like as far as like the Strat.
Yeah.
I hit the basically hit Circus and then turned around. So, and that's not even including Old Vegas, where like the Gold Nugget and shit is too. There's so many more hotels.
That's like miles away from there too. Like you have to go another distance to get to that. So
yeah, it's nuts. But I did, so I didn't gamble too much. But since it's open drinking down there, I would pop in because they got like CVS's and Walgreens and shit. So I'd pop in and grab a big 24-ounce can and just like walk around because I didn't want to gamble. I didn't want to get stuck in the casino thing because I could have got free drinks, but then I'd have to sit down at a table and then I would have got sucked in. And like my goal was just make it up and back. And
sure.
And so you can do that. Cruise, have a couple beers, do some people watching.
Right. And I mean, it's been a few years since I've been to Vegas, but like the last time I was there, it changed even. Like not all of them have the free drink rule anymore. And then
and who knows what happened after COVID and shit.
Yeah, and then it was like you got to hit max bet. You got to be, like go to the bar, hit max bet on the poker
machines
say.
there. Yeah.
As long as you're betting $5 a spin, then they'll give you a free drink.
Right.
If you're not,
or you got to be like high roller section or some shit, or maybe even sitting at a table.
Yeah. Any of those they'll probably be okay with, but
even then you're waiting on them to come to you.
Yeah, and it'd take forever.
Right.
Not like back in the day.
So then you got to sit there and gamble for 30 minutes just to get your free drink.
Exactly. Like it's not like back in the day. I'm pretty sure because inflation and stuff and cost of a can and everything and blah 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 blah. Now they're just like, no, you're not getting a drink.
Right.
So, which kind of sucks because then they still charge too much for a drink too inside of the place, and it's like, all right, well, why don't you just here's what you do: eliminate your free drink policy and just bring it down to bar prices.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all right,
Let's
so
do
we know we're coming out.
Normal drink prices. Yeah. I'll gladly pay.
Unless you got a certain color card.
Yeah.
And then you can slide that card through, and then maybe I get points, and I'm using my points to buy drinks. I don't know.
I gamble here so much on VIP status. Like whenever I fly or some shit, like, oh, you're a Diamond Elite member. We're going to buy you a drink or whatever,
Right, yeah.
Like, or for my hotel, it's like, oh, you get a free suite upgrade. You spend way too much money here. We feel bad. We're going to give you free stuff. Yeah.
Which, I mean, does happen still. Like, I mean, my brother likes to play slot machines.
Yeah.
I don't. I like table games and craps and stuff like that. Unless it's video craps, which is not, but it's still not a slot machine.
Right.
They like the people play a slot machine because they put a lot more money through. He'll get free room, food credits, all that shit. But like everybody else, like me, I won't get a free room. I won't comp for nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing table games where your odds are better. They like you in the slots.
Right.
They like you churning money.
Right.
So, yeah.
But then, so the next day, I went out and hiked the Red Rock Canyon a little bit.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it to, because the main park that we did when we were out there, you needed a reservation to even get in and then spend money. So I turned around and they have all these little trailhead offshoots. So I did like the non-paid trails then. And so I helped look for a missing hiker whenever I was out there.
Oh, okay.
So I pull up to the trailhead. I'm looking at the map, and I get like maybe 50 yards in, and there's this guy. He's like on his phone. He's like, "Hey, have you been here before?" And I was like, "No," because I've never. I think he was asking about that trail. I'm like, "I've never been on this trail. No, never been here before." And he's like, "I had a friend that had dropped off this. We'll say this is like 2:30, 3 o'clock." He's like, "I dropped him off at 10 a.m. this morning. He was supposed to meet me here at 2. I think he got lost out there." And I was like, "All right, well, I don't know, man. I'm planning on going about 2.5 miles in and then coming 2.5 miles back out. Got a good 5-mile hike in. That's what I'm doing. What's he look like?" So he gives me a description. I'm like, "What's his name, too?" Like, in case, I don't want to see, like, "Hey, your buddy's looking for you." It's like, I have no buddies. So this dude's name was Sean. And so I hiked back out. That dude's still there, and then I see a ranger pull up and shit, because I'm up on the top of a hill. I see it from like maybe 200 yards out. And they're talking. I get down. I even go up and I talk to the guy. I'm like, yeah, man, I didn't see your friend. And I even talked to the ranger. Just so you know, I went like 2.5 miles in. This is on Jean's Trail because that's what it was called. And I got down to like, where that valley is? Like, yeah. And then I came back and I didn't see him. And the cop's just like, okay. And the dude was like, hey, man, thank you for looking out and stuff and blah, blah, blah. But I figured like the cop was like, hey, man. At least like some sort of recognition. Like, thanks for being a good citizen, like helping out your fellow man, or like doing your part. Thanks. That's valuable information. At least we know he's probably not on Jean's Trail. We can look other places. The cop's just like, yeah, okay. Come on, man. Fuck you, dude. I'm trying to help. I could have just gotten my fucking car and left and not talked to any of you guys.
I mean, he's a Las Vegas cop, so I mean, he's a ranger.
He was a fucking park ranger, bro. And even out there, it's not.
They're bringing out the chopper anyway.
That's not Las Vegas proper either. It wouldn't have been LVPD. It would have been like.
They're bringing out the chopper anyway, so it's probably okay. It doesn't matter. Like, we're gonna scan from there and find this guy no matter what. Yeah. So now,
still, I feel like I should have got some kind of recognition.
Somebody's gonna have to pay, or reresources are gonna get wasted. He's probably like, It happens every time.
He probably scored a bag of mushrooms from some fucking bum on the strip the day before and didn't tell any of his friends, and he's having a fucking blast.
He's like, this happens all the time. These guys go drinking the night before, and then they go out, and then they find a nice shady spot, and they just pass out on the trail.
Yeah.
Like, no, I gotta hike this trail tomorrow. I want to do it. Dude, we drank so much. I don't care. I'm good.
Yeah, because that's whenever I do go hiking by myself like that, I don't try to go too far. I always try to stick to main trails, and I look, like if there's a branch off, I try to look down the trail and see if there's another, because there's usually markers and shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get lost by myself.
See if he died? Did you Google and see if he died?
No, I wonder if I Google it right now.
Because, you never know. I mean, people probably get lost to those, the heat and the pass out while they're hiking along, think they're fine. All of a sudden, the heat had some, they drink a bunch of cold water because they're idiots, and then, oh no,
2023.
All right, we're fine.
Well, let's go to the news. Maybe we'll get 2023. Yeah, nothing new.
It's all the same person too.
Yeah. Well, apparently some dude died there in January 25th, 2023.
All right.
Either that or he's still missing, and they haven't found this guy, Sean's body yet. Shout out to Sean.
It might come out later.
Shout out. I should have gave that guy a sticker. Like, hey, I'm going to talk about you on the podcast. Hope you find your buddy. Reach out to me. Let me know if he's okay.
Yeah, but hit us up.
He probably walked out there, found some chick hikers, and he was like, no, bro, we're back at the strip. I'm in their hotel. Fucking deep into a couple girls.
Hopefully.
Some cool hiker chicks.
Fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah. I'm sure that's probably all it was. He went hiking and he's like, oh man, I told him too, but I don't want to do this anymore. And caught a ride back with some.
But I'm sure he could have called. So.
Yeah.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, it is. But I tried my best to help.
Right.
Zero recognition from the police.
No.
But his friend was thankful, so.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so that was your Vegas trip. And,
yeah.
Good times.
That's kind of cool.
I'm hoping to go there and then win some money instead. But I probably ain't gonna go there for a while. But yeah.
I suck at gambling, so I don't. I don't know.
Hey, it's what it is. I mean, I'm not the best gambler either.
Right.
So I stay away from slot machines because they're never good to me. I just like a blackjack table where I know I can go up and down, but I always go up.
Yeah.
And then I always go down.
Yeah. That's like, I like video.
Never walk away.
I like video blackjack. I don't like the stress of being at a table.
Oh, I love a table. It's fun.
Well, if you and your boys are at the table, then I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But if it's like me by myself with a whole bunch of strangers, I'm like, because every once in a while I'll be like, hit, and then I go over and that was my ace, or you know what I mean? I could have got that king. What are you doing hitting? You never hit on a fucking 14. I'm like, you're just making up rules now, or whatever.
There is
some sort of fucking
code. Yeah. Who made that code though? Come on, the casinos made that code.
Yeah.
It is the most probable odds for you to win 48 out of 51% of the time, or 49, depending on how many decks and yada yada, whatever they're strat to. But sometimes, you know what? You got a gut feeling, you run with that gut feeling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
It's all fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can count cards and you can get your probability down to closer, but you don't fucking know, really.
No. Too many decks in play. There's
Yeah.
one deck. Yeah. Beat the dealer every time.
Well, or you can be super math guy and you know there's 4 decks and it's like, well, we've already seen all the aces, so I know that
It's called count cards. It gets you kicked out of casinos pretty fast.
You're not allowed to do. It's not illegal, but it's frowned upon.
Yeah. So I put that in my head, but I never put it into play because I'm drinking.
Then again,
beer.
I don't give a
because
shit.
I'm drinking beer while I'm playing.
Say I make like 5,000. Yeah, that's the other thing is I'm not good enough at math, and I'm usually drunk. That's why I didn't gamble too much either because I wasn't in like party vacation mode. I was like, well, I have to work tomorrow, and then after I worked, I was like, oh, I have to catch an early flight out tomorrow. So I didn't do anything stupid really. I didn't get too drunk, and I didn't gamble. I didn't stay out late. I'm whenever I travel, I'm in bed by like 8:00.
Right.
So, because I wake up, hit the gym in the morning and shit. I try to, if I'm out for work, I try to better myself. You know, that makes sense. And then even then, like on that one, I was like, man, I'm out here to make money, not spend money. Just chill the fuck out, bro. Walk around, see the sights, soak it in. You don't have to, you know.
Because you went and lost $100 real quick.
You don't have
to. Damn it.
Well, that's after I walked the canyon. I went to the Red Rock Casino. Because they have free parking. Like I didn't want to go back to the strip and pay for fucking parking just because I was like, I'll see what I could do with $100.
Yeah, we went there a long time ago, so you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
It's not on the strip; it's like way off the strip. So if you guys
it's
don't
15
know,
minutes
it's
out.
a little local place. But
if you want something a little more low key, that isn't.
It was funny because I was like, it was me, my ex-girlfriend, Steve, and Sarah, and I was like, hey, look, man, we can go to Vegas. This is like flights, hotel, everything for. What did we stay there for 5 days or something?
5 to 7. I feel like I've never gone to Vegas for less
than
than 7.
I think we went to a week for some reason. Or
I don't think
stupid.
Because I was there once for my honeymoon, 7 days. I think when we were out there, that was 7 days. Your wedding was like 7 days.
It was 5.
That was
5.
Wedding? Okay.
Yes.
Well, 5. Maybe the other one was 5. I just remember it's like, by the end of it, it's like, man, that was too long to be here.
Yeah. But any advice, if you've never been to Vegas, you're thinking about going to Vegas, 3 days max.
And if you really want to do it, like you're planning on drinking, gambling, staying up late, 3 days max. A weekend
3 days max.
is all you need. You can't do that for 5 unless like you want to do the hard weekend and they're like, oh, let's go to the Hoover Days.
The best thing would be get there Thursday night, party all day Friday, party Saturday, leave Sunday night.
Go home Sunday, yeah.
After you sleep in and get IVs.
Yeah. Or honestly, just if you go, it'll be cheaper if you go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right. Yeah.
It'll be actually a lot cheaper if you go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You'll get the exact same experience. You'll lose the exact same amount of money. You'll drink the exact
Thursday,
same amount.
Friday off so you can recover back home.
You get there cheaper. You have the exact same experience with less people, honestly. Because the weekend's going to be, because I was there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it was still fucking packed, dude.
Right.
It's just maybe the nightlife wasn't as big or something, you know?
You're in Key. This is the best time to go. You know?
Yeah.
You got cooler weather there for now. It's about to warm up.
Yeah, it was only the highest it got out there was 70 degrees when I was there.
So this is cooler weather, so you got more people coming in, like checking it out.
Yeah.
Because if you go in like August,
you got college athletes going there for spring break training camps.
Yeah. Stuff going on.
There's a few things
going
on.
There's the weekend we went, like it was the first time we ever went. They had the electronics convention going on and the porn convention going on.
Yeah, the first time we ever went together.
Yeah, we ever went. Because remember
that's when we stayed at Red Rock and we were going through MGM.
Yeah, we were going through MGM and there's some girl throwing up on the floor in a wheelchair and then a line of like gorgeous,
super hot people
going into this room and we're like, what the hell's going on?
Dudes in like baller ass suits, girls in like skimpy ass gowns, you know?
Yeah, and we're like, what's going on? And then we found out it was the porn,
the AVN awards.
Yeah, the adult
videos. I think it's called the AVNs
or AVAs or whatever, adult video awards or whatever it is. They were there for that, and we're like, oh crap, that was all porn stars. And their significant others, of course.
Yeah. It's the AVN Adult Video News Awards.
That was
so yeah.
Wait,
that was And that's. I think we caught that on the way out, even
Yeah.
because we were like at the airport or some shit, and we saw some signs for it or something. Like, oh, that's why everybody was really fucking sexy last night. That's what's going on. They're all because it was the week started because I think we flew out on a Sunday or some shit or on a Monday, and that whole week started on that Monday.
Yeah.
So they were all getting in, and then their whole to do was like that full long week thing. So or they have
Oh
exhibitions.
no, we saw them coming to that hotel, and there was like a line.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think they all flew in, and they're like, let's we're getting in early, and then that after we left, like
secret club night that night or something.
yeah, and then that week then was that was probably like, hey, first day in cocktail hour thing, come into this nightclub.
We just had some girl in a wheelchair thrown up, and then
Because then after that, I think
stars.
that's when they released they did their awards ceremony and shit. So, but yeah, that was pretty wild too. They're like,
Yeah.
why are all these people so fucking sexy? Like, what is going on here?
why is this girl in a wheelchair throwing up? There?
I wonder what her award was for. No, I think that's just Vegas. There's always somebody in a wheelchair throwing up somewhere.
Well, there was two good-looking people by her, so I think we thought it was all related. So maybe she does wheelchair porn.
Could
and
be. And now we're back on porn again, dude.
Hey, son of a bitch,
Dude,
there's the rotation.
Last episode was all conspiracy theories and stuff, and this one's all about
It's
sex.
all about the porno.
The sex the sex episode.
Hey, sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah.
But I think on that one,
Yeah.
I just maybe asked you if you had a damn good time, and
You know what? I
we
did
close her out right
I
there.
did have a damn good time. Yeah, and I don't really have anything else to talk about.
No, I mean, we just went full circle, and I think that's the
full
best time to close it out.
The full circle. Yeah. But yeah, man, I had myself a damn good time. We hope you guys at home had yourselves a damn good time, or wherever you're listening.
Look forward to our new AI captures coming at you.
Yeah, we're gonna send some clips out there. Keep an eye on us on the TikTok. We'll put them. I'll try to put them up on all the socials.
Yeah, eventually we're just going to talk to AI long enough. It's going to make a podcast for us too,
We'll just have an AI producer, dude.
and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we love you guys. I love you, Cody.
Love you too.
Cheers. We'll see y'all next week.
Click like, subscribe, tell your grandma about us.
Yeah.
To a damn good time.